কোনো এক এলাকায় একজন মানুষ সারা রাত ইবাদত করেছেন। ইবাদত করার পরে ফজর নামাজ পড়ার পরে উনি গোসল করার জন্য পুকুরের এক পাড়ে আসছেন। উনি গোসল করে কিছু খাওয়া দাওয়া করে রেস্ট নেবেন, ঘুমাবেন। আরেক পাড়ে আরেকজন ব্যক্তি, তিনি হলেন মিস্টার চোর, জন অফ চোর। এবার তারাও সারা রাত চুরি করছে। চুরি করার পরে উনি সকালে আসছেন, উনিও গোসল করে খেয়ে দিয়ে রেস্ট নেবেন, পরবর্তী রাত্রে যেন চুরি স্টার্ট করতে পারে। চোর এখন ভাবতেছে যে নদীর অপর পাশে যে ব্যক্তিটা আছে সে আমার চেয়ে বেশি চুরি করছে, এই জন্য অত সকালে আসছে এই গোসল করার জন্য। আর যিনি রাত্রে নফল ইবাদত করলেন তিনি ভাবতেছেন যে ওই লোকটা আমার থেকে বেশি ইবাদত করছেন, এই জন্য সকালবেলা গোসল করতে আসছেন। তো চোর মনে করে দুনিয়ার সব মানুষ চোর, নামাজি মনে করে দুনিয়ার সব মানুষ নামাজি। চোর মনে করে দুনিয়ার সব মানুষ চোর, নামাজি মনে করে দুনিয়ার সব মানুষই নামাজি। এখন চোরের আক্কেল তো নাই, চোর তো একটা ব্যাকের লোক। চোর যদি ব্যাকেল না হতো তাহলে মানুষের অর্থগুলো এভাবে চুরিদারি করে এনে খেত। চোরের তো আক্কেল নেই। সেই জন্য যার যেরকম মেধা, যে যেরকম বোঝে, তার চিন্তা শক্তিও তেমন, এর চেয়ে ভালো হয় না। Dear students who are sitting before me, America going students, I should share with you something. You see that you are getting chance to go to America, and you ought to know this thing accordingly, and you may listen my video at night or whenever you get time and opportunity. Today I am going to discuss this about grammatical matter. Grammar can be divided into 5 classes: orthography, etymology, syntax, punctuation, proceeding. Orthography, etymology, syntax, punctuation, proceeding. Of course, there is getting. Today you are especially getting proceeding means ছন্দ প্রকরণ. You are getting. Punctuation means পদবিন্যাস প্রকরণ, পদ কোথায় বসবে, দাড়ি, কমা, কোলন, সেমিকোলন ইত্যাদি। Syntax especially means I told you this thing, especially পদবিন্যাস প্রকরণ, পদের ব্যবহার কোথায় কেমন হবে, সিনট্যাক্স এটা আলোচনা করে। কোনটা ভুল করলাম না তো? অর্থোগ্রাফি, ইটিমোলজি, সিনট্যাক্স, পাংচুয়েশন, প্রসিডিং। এবার একটা ছাত্র প্রশ্নটি পড়া শুরু করে দিল। প্রশ্নটি পড়ার পরে এখন তার মনের মধ্যে জাগলো আমি কবিতা লিখব। বেশি ছাত্র কবিতা লেখা শুরু করছে। কি লিখতেছে? পড়াতে বসে না মন করে আনচান, পড়াতে বসে না মন করে আনচান। ওর আম্মু ডাকতেছে খাবারের জন্য, রাতের খাবার, শীতের রাত্র খেয়ে যাও। বলছে আম্মু আমি তো কবিতা মিলাইতে পারতেছি না। তা বাবা বললেন ঠিক আছে আমি মিলাই দিই তোমার কবিতাটা। ছেলেটা কি লিখছিল? পড়াতে বসে না মন করে আনচান, বাবা লিখে দিল যদি না বসে মন ছিঁড়ে দেবো কান। মন না বসলে ছিঁড়ে দেবো কান। এখন ছেলে আর একটা কবিতা লিখতেছে। কি কবিতা? হাতি আকাশে উঠে মেলে দুই পাখা, হাতি আকাশে উড়ে মেলে দুই পাখা, বাইরে এসে তোরা সবাই চাঁদের আলো মাখা। হাতি বলে আকাশে উড়ে, আবার বলে পাখাও আছে হাতির। কবিতা মিলে গেছে, মিললেও এর অর্থ কিন্তু হয় নাই। তোমরা যারা ভুল কথাগুলো পরীক্ষার খাতায় লিখে টিখো, এই ভুল লিখলে ভুলই দুঃখের মূল, এটাই মনে রাখতে হবে। Let me discuss something about this syntax. Syntax is grammar of sentence. Syntax is discuss about this especially that is called many thing. Grammatical action. First and foremost thing you are getting syntactic order. If subject or nominative is third person singular number, you need to that is called add s or es. Such as he goes, he comes, he reads, he sleeps, he writes, etc. It is especially syntactic is the order that you are getting. So you are free person, you cannot see whatever you like, you cannot do that. তুমি স্বাধীন ব্যক্তি, তুমি সব কিছু করতে পারবে না। You are free person, you cannot fly in the sky like a bird. You are free person, you cannot jump from the building 5-story building, especially that towards the ground. You are free person, you cannot start sleeping on the cheek of other. You are free person, you cannot abuse other. You are free person, you cannot especially that start kicking to a injustice, especially dog, because especially dog is created by Allah, and you should not do any harm to those creatures. Syntax discusses about number. Number you are getting, if subject is plural number, verb will be plural number. Again, if subject is plural number, verb will be plural number. Don't cut your that is called as nails by the help of your teeth. It is especially not good habit. You are getting then especially we are reading some books, the boy is reading. If it is past tense, you are getting, you can also just especially use syntactic order. But if you are interested to apply WS question, you must remember why, when, how, which, whom, to whom, with whom, for whom, by whom, on whom, about whom, how much, how many, how lot, how near, how far, etc. You can especially that apply syntactic order. You can also just make question in the chair by using WS question, and present indefinite tense it will be that is called you are getting. You may apply do or does easy sentence. In present continuous tense especially you must apply am, is, are plus verb plus ing, such as you are going, you are telling. You can tell also just I get up very early in the morning. When do you get up? Very early in the morning. Present continuous tense, where are you going? I am going to college. In this and that, of course, whom do you support? I support especially Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whom do you like? I like Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam very much. With whom do you go to college? You may tell single, or you can tell I go to college with my friend. তোমরা দুজনেই you will start to speak each other that you are getting. You can start with WCC question. With whom do you go? I go by single. I go with my friend or cousin. With whom did you go? I went with my friend. I didn't go with my friend. Didn't you? Yes, I didn't. Why? I couldn't. Why? Why not? Why and why not? How and how not? When and when not? Where and where not? Whom and whom not? Whose and whose not? What not? That you are getting. So what? Tateki. Of course, there is getting. You can also just especially apply syntactic order. And I told you something about interrogative sentence. To make interrogative sentence, you can apply WS question, and you must see at the end of sentence you are getting note of interrogation. I think you have understood this method. By applying especially that is called you are getting auxiliary verbs. Do, does, have, has, had, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, etc. You can also make sentences. And in the chat that do you know me? Does he come here in time? Does he go with you to Calcutta, India, Chennai, or something like that? Does your father go to America, Canada, Australia, China, Japan, Norway, Korea, Indonesia, Malaysia, or any other parts of the world? When does he come? He comes at night. When does he go? He goes especially at noon. In this and that, of course, you can just make sentence. I need to share with you something. In order to speak with foreigners, of course, you must especially know how to speak fluently. Otherwise, especially the person for whom you are departing Bangladesh, and they would not be able to understand. Even the foreigners who come to Bangladesh, যেমন বিদেশি আসছে, উনি কিছু বাংলা ভাষা শিখছে, তো ওনাকে প্রশ্ন করা হলো আপনি কেমন আছেন, তাকে বলা হলো, বাঙালি মানুষই প্রশ্ন করছে, উনি জবাব দিচ্ছে আমি মোটামুটি আছি। জবাব হয়েছে, কারণ হলো উনি ওই দেশ বাংলাদেশের ভাষা বলতে পারেন না। এটা কি তার দোষ? দোষ না। ইট ইজ নট ইজ রং অ্যান্ড ক্রাইম দ্যাট ইউর ইজ গেটিং, অ্যান্ড ইট ইজ হোয়াই ইট ইজ বিকজ হিজ ইট বাংলা ইজ নট হিজ বাংলা Bangla is not his mother tongue. He doesn't get opportunity to speak in Bengali. He doesn't practice in Bengali at all. He cannot speak in Bengali fluently that you are getting. He speaks Bengali slowly, simultaneously, gradually. He tells something there may have been is wrong. In the and that of course, especially that is called we are person of Bangladesh, if we go to Hebrew country, we can't understand their language. And my student is shared with me that they are staying at present you are getting Russia for the country Russia. So their interested is to leave that is country within short time. They are supposed to start their journey to Canada. For the country Bangladesh, where are you going? You might tell is Canada, America. You might tell us Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Of course you are getting. Whatever it might be, you must especially know how to exchange your voice, how to especially speak with other, this and that. Syntactic is the order I discussed with you. In syntactic is the order I should share with you. Please listen. By applying is only one verb, you can make a sentence such as what, why, when, how, which, whom, to whom, with whom, by whom, for what. About what? You could tell it's about what, not about what. Behind. You are getting this thing. Thus you can discuss this, especially that is called intonation, to make it is clear that you are getting. And local, especially Englishman, is may tell you for Portland. Correct English will be that. Of course, where is your birthland. But especially the person who uses the colloquial language, local language is of that is country, may tell you first your Portland is understand local language you are getting. In Bangladesh you are telling in the jabulai khabulai kokhon jabuno, etc. You cannot especially this and that, and the person is who are staying in abroad, who speak in Bengali properly, fluently, adequately, exactly, they may not understand our local language. As you are getting local language, I Jaitano, language of Noakhali, I know Zayum, language of Chittagong, language of Takma, Hudujor, where do you go? You are getting, and she is singing is in the joy. Amad decho atok dol means our country is so beautiful. Politically, linguistically, of course, you are getting. What cannot be refused is settled. But you need to understand is this point. But if you can't understand, it will be totally fruitless. Is the matter. Of course, you cannot exchange your voice with the people of Russia. I talked with the Russian people, but they said bujina, I can't understand. Very sorrowful is the matter, but I could not understand is also Russian language when they spoke is together. But I especially that is called is the second time is I applied is Bengali with that person, he understood is something in Bengali, but at first is he could not understand. That is called English is the language. Russian is the people use their Russian language. Chinese people use their Chinese language. Japanese people use their Japanese language, and people of especially other countries they use especially their own language. With it, they also use English language. If you go to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, of course, you will get the name of place in English than in Arabic. If any person cannot study, cannot read Arabic, he must read in English. If he doesn't know how to read, especially that is called in English, he would not be able to understand. I think you have understood this matter, because it's especially linguistically you need to be expert and success to especially make your mind clearly. You should express it clearly. not to know the language of species Russia, not to know the language of yours getting Ukraine, not to know the language of other countries of the world, it is not your crime, fault, wrong. Why? Because you hadn't any opportunity to listen the language of that is of those is the country. For this is the reason you could not is especially cannot speak is in that is the language. Syntax is discusses about the rules and regulation of narration. You are funding, such as you are getting. My father has said to me, I have done my work. My father has said to me that he has done his work. প্রথম অংশে প্রেজেন্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্স থাকার জন্য দ্বিতীয় অংশে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্স আছে, এটার কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে না। আবার বলবো, প্রথম অংশ কি আছে প্রেজেন্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্স থাকার জন্য, দ্বিতীয় অংশে যে কোনো টেন্স থাকুক না কেন সেই টেন্সের কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে না। যদি প্রথম অংশ প্রেজেন্ট টেন্সের কোনো ফর্ম থাকে, প্রথম অংশ যদি প্রেজেন্ট টেন্সের কোনো ফর্মে থাকে, মেবি ইনডেফিনিট, কন্টিনিউয়াস, পারফেক্ট, পারফেক্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস, আর সেকেন্ড সেন্টেন্স ইজ ইউ ক্যানট ইজ স্পেশালি চেঞ্জ। গ্রামাটিক্যাল ম্যাটার ইউ মাস্ট ইজ লার্ন ইন দিস ওয়ে। ইট ইজ স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ইজ টিচিং the person is who are reading in standard institution of this country, their learning is grammatically section in this way. So making sentence is also part of grammar. Knowing phrase is a part of grammar. Knowing preposition part of grammar. Knowing proverb is a part of grammar. Reading words is a part of grammar. Reading dictionary is part of grammar. Reading newspaper part of grammar. Knowing various kinds of word is part of grammar that you are finding. So especially this and that, whatever is might be, you ought to need to have sound idea, profound this idea. In this section that is called I have already released many videos relentlessly for the learners, so that they can be benefited and they can especially utilize their knowledge, quality, capacity, sagacity, by which it is possible on the part of them to reach their targeted goal, depending on the mercy of Allah. May the mercy of Allah come on us, so that it is possible on the part of us to reach our targeted goal. Acquiring is a versatile is a quality. May Allah protect me from the enmities of enemy. From the enmities of enemy. Known enemy, unknown enemy, national enemy, international enemy. Actually, whatever is might be, may Allah protect me, may Allah save me, may Allah save us. May Allah protect us, may Allah especially assist us in different special angle of life, through which it is possible on the part of us is especially to reach our targeted goal, by which it is possible on the part of ourselves to bring peace, prosperity, happiness, glory, etc. This and that, every nook and corner, pros and cons, outer names. So, you must especially remember about this grammar. What is that? Is orthography, etymology, syntax, punctuation, prosody. Prosodical section, of course, here is getting. You must especially remember, especially it should be correct prosody. Understanding, see, if prosody is not correct grammatically, it will not be accepted. I do believe you see this matter that you have understood this matter properly and perfectly. For this is the reason you must practice different angle. Religious book. If you read this religious book in English version, you will be also benefited. Spirit of Islam is you can also read. You can read Tazkiratul Awliya, Tazkiratul Anbiya. You may translate this Bishad Sindhu. I translated Bishad Sindhu many times. My learner is are benefited by listening Bishad Sindhu, written by is home. Written Mir Musharraf Hussain. Mir Musharraf Hussain, of course, you are getting wrote this thing properly and perfectly for the person. On that time when the book was published, Hindu writers became surprised. Being Bengali, can't write is standard is such kind of standard is language Bishad Sindhu, and they were surprised. Bhagri Chandra Sen, of course, I should share with you something, translated the whole Quran. He was a Hindu. He knew Arabic is the language, of course, and in this country, in our Asia subcontinent, in this continent, there are many translators of the Quran, explainer of the Quran, who especially interpreter of the Quran. They give his interpretation of the Quran in this and that, of course, from different angle you may learn. Communicative English does not have any limitation. The more the better. তুমি যদি ব্যবসা করতে যাও, ব্যবসাতে যেরকম তোমার পুঁজির 20 কোটি টাকা যদি হয়, তুমি কোনোদিনই বলবা না যে আমার পুঁজি তো 20 কোটি টাকা হয়ে গেছে, এটাই যথেষ্ট। তুমি চাইবা আরও বড় করে বানাতে, চাইবা না? চাইবা একজন 20 লাখ টাকা নিয়ে ব্যবসা করে সে আস্তে আস্তে চায় যেন ব্যবসাটা আরও উন্নত হয়। ঠিক কমিউনিকেটিভ ইংলিশ দিয়ে তোমরা যে যত বেশি শিখতে পারো তার তত লাভ। I should share with you something. Communicative English means special. The more the better. For this series, you should have personal effort. ব্যক্তিগত প্রচেষ্টা থাকতে হবে। Thank you very much.